Hey guys, it's Dave and welcome to the Weird Kid Show. It's awesome having you here today. For real, I really appreciate you guys. Closing in on 1,000 subscribers. I never thought that the day would come, but it actually absolutely blows my mind that even a small handful of you watch my videos. But now I think I'm at around 988 and I'm getting close to that 1,000 mark, and I'll finally be able to give away that Winter Warlock mask I made, and I'm humbled and honored that you guys keep coming back and checking me out, and I really sincerely appreciate that. So August is Apothecary month. The last two videos I did were on apothecary / potion bottles. This week we're going to be talking about set design for apothecary / potions. Okay, set design is very important, guys. It's nice to have a cool looking prop, but if you don't have a design around it, a set, then it just looks plain, you know. A set design is very important with your haunt and display. And so I'm going to do that for you this week. We're going to talk about set design for this. We've got a bunch of stuff to go over, so you're going to watch the whole video because we're going to cover a bunch of different things that we're going to build for this. Okay, have you guys seen these things? These are at the Dollar Tree, okay, in the craft section, and it's just a wooden box with a drawer. Cool little boxes, and for $1 you can't go wrong. All right, this one here's got a butterfly in it. You just stick your finger in there and pull it out. This one's got flower. This one's got a heart. We don't care what's here. All right, we're gonna cover this, and we're gonna put some knobs on it, little skull knobs at that. And I got a few different ones here. These, I believe, they came on like a necklace. Okay, and then this one came on one of the skeletons with the garland. Okay, so we got three of these and one of these. We're gonna paint these things and we're gonna make them look really cool. All right, so we're gonna get into that. Like I said, watch the entire video because I got something else we're gonna build today as well. So I appreciate you guys being here. Check this out. Alright guys, so with a good apothecary display, it needs something interesting. You know, if you got a mad scientist or a witch or something like that, or some gypsy witch that makes potions and does curses and stuff like that, well, they don't just have a table with a couple of bottles on it. They've got, you know, they've probably got a whole cabinet, and they've got probably little shelves, all kinds of stuff where they keep all their little different things. They might keep some herbs or something in there, or keep little potion bottles in there or whatever. But what we're going to do with these is I bought 4 of them, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to glue these together. Alright, we're going to cover the front of these doors with some EVA foam, okay, and then we're going to give it a knob with these little skulls that we've got here. So now it's interesting. Then we're going to paint the whole thing. We're going to dry brush it, and we're going to dress it up a little bit more, okay? So that's going to be one thing that we're going to build for our apothecary display, but not the only thing. We're going to get to that in a second. So what I think the best thing to do is to take these out and go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and measure the EVA foam. I'm going to glue it on there. I mean, you could use super glue or your E600. Maybe even spray adhesive. You just want something that's going to tack it on there good and not peel off. For me, super glue's always worked great for me. It's never let me down. It withstands heat and it's durable. and it sticks to EVA foam really well. So it's gonna make a good bond here. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cover the fronts of these with this EVA foam. All right, so hang tight. All right, guys, and we're back. Okay, this is what we got. All right, so all I did was glue and cut some EVA foam to cover up those cutout shapes, and then I just glued the little skull in the center for an knob. I glued these two together, and I glued these two together. Now you could go like this if you want to, have it like that with your shelves in there. Me, I decided I'm gonna go like this, because then I'm gonna utilize this spot here and put something there. All right, so you're gonna find that no two boxes are the same. Even though they all look identical, they don't all necessarily fit in each other one. So keep track of which ones go in which ones, and even in what direction. Okay, you might want to take a pencil and mark it or something so that you don't end up finding you can't get the drawer in, or if there's too much space. So I'm going to go with this so that I can put something here. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on there, and then what I need to do is go ahead and paint the whole thing flat black, and for that I'm going to use some of that 2X. Alright, give it a good base coat. Alright, so I'm going to glue this and paint it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to dry brush it and talk about what else we're going to do to it, guys. This is going to look good, I promise you. Hang tight. Alright guys, and we're back, and I went ahead and I added that base coat on there, okay, of black. Alright, it's too clean, so we need to dry brush it. So for that I'm going to go ahead and take some dark gray, put some there on my palette. I need something to wipe the excess off. Right, and then this will also help it to come alive, give it some age and distress. So whether it's a mad scientist scene or a witch scene, you're still going to want to age it. Make it, see, now that right there is already bringing it to life. I say it all the time. I love dry brushing. It's very satisfying. I get really excited when I'm working on a project, and if it's something that I'm envisioning, it really will come to life when I get to the dry brushing. That's when I'll see whether my plan came together or... Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and just dry brush this thing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish dry brushing that. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and add some creepy cloth. So I got me a little piece of gray creepy cloth that I just want to, I can glue it, tack it, whatever, just to kind of hang off the side, just to give it some extra character. Okay, this is where we get, where we can utilize this space right here. Maybe we want to display a bottle there. Maybe it's the witches or doctors' go-to serum or whatever. Or we can put some smaller ones, a bunch of them if we want. Alright, or we can even have some crow's feet there. That little bottle that I made here, crow's feet. We'll go there. Or you could put something else, who knows, if you want to put like a skeleton or whatever. Or even one of those battery-powered candles. That'd be a good spot for that too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to attach this cloth on there because I like that, the way it looks, and then I'm going to finish dry brushing it. Alright, so we're going to have that done. Alright, so one of the other things that I wanted to go with this, and it would go with a witch theme or a mad scientist theme, and that is a mortar and pestle. Okay, now you can go on eBay or Wish, and you can find them. I think around the cheapest is going to be about $6 to $8. That's about the cheapest it goes, and then it just goes up from there depending on what it's made of. And if you don't know what a mortar and pestle is, that's the bowl with the little pestle that you use to grind up herbs and stuff like that, mushrooms and moss and stuff like that, whatever things that are collected from the earth by the witch or doctor or whomever, to grind up these ingredients for this potion or compound that you're making, okay? So for that, I'm just going to use regular old Sculpey. This is about $5 and some change at Walmart, pretty cheap. And I'm just going to give me a good piece of it, and just, I don't need to be pretty. I'm just going to make a bowl out of it. All right, now this here will take a little bit longer to bake because it's, I think the formula is, I will tell you here first, I think it's 20 minutes per 1/4 inch. 15 minutes, okay, when I've set the oven at 275 for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch of thickness. All right, so this should be in at least 40 minutes, I would say. And before I take it out, let it cool, and then paint it. Okay, so so this is something else I'm going to go ahead and do. For the pestle, I just need some clay. Probably wouldn't hurt to have like a piece of wood or something to wrap this around so that it'll be sturdy. But I'm just going to roll out some clay, mess around with that, put some designs in it if you want, and then bake it. And so basically you're going to have pestle and mortar that you can display with your set design here for the theme that you're going for, be it a witch, mad scientist, or otherwise. Okay, so we've got that going for us. And then they also sell these at the Dollar Tree. Okay, and I think they're pretty cool, and those too could help with your set. Okay, and you could put some of your bottles in there. It's another one that I made here. Some of your this is Fire Root. This is one of the monster bottles I made in there. Okay, but we're gonna dress this up, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to spray paint this black, and I'm gonna dry brush it, and then we'll figure out about dressing this up. I'm going to go ahead and bake this, all right, and paint it up, and we're going to see what that ends up, and we're going to put it all together and see what we end up with. All right, so this is something you guys can do, and I'm going to show you the difference between the witch and the mad scientist. Simple. So hang tight, guys. All right, guys, and we're back, and yeah, so I finished dry brushing this, and then I just tacked the creepy cloth on that, so that's done for now. I'm really pleased with how that came out. And then I went ahead and I spray painted the little tray we got, and the pestle and mortar, nothing spectacular here. It's still warm from the oven. I just wanted it to look primitive, like maybe it was carved out of some kind of a stone or something like that, and I just put a little simple pattern around it. You can decorate it as much as you want, or you could chop it up, give it rough edges to make it look like maybe it's made out of a piece of granite or something like that. I just wanted something simple. So I'm gonna go ahead. I still got some of that gray paint that I was using here. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this tray a dusting. All right, little dry brush action, give it some weathering. Now with this one here, I think I'm going to go with the black, or it's almost like a charcoal creepy cloth. Just kind of lay it inside, and then take my scissors. Just kind of want to give it something to have like as a liner inside. You can have little strands hanging off the edges if you want, but I just wanted something to go inside. And then you could start to dress this whole thing up. You could wrap twine around here if you wanted to, just to bump it up. And something else I found was at the dollar store is they have these stencils, okay? Flexible stencil, and it's just a plastic, and it's got different patterns on it. So to kick this whole thing up, you could take one of these patterns and then just take a different color like red or something and just dust it and give it a faint pattern along the sides. I might do that. just to enhance it, you know, to bump it up a little bit in addition to like twine or whatever you want. There's no wrong way of doing this. This is just giving you guys some ideas to get you going. Alright, so I'm gonna get that dry brush and cleaned up, but that's pretty much done. You know, that here we could, you know, we could put the pestle on it if we want after. Some bottles. Like I said, we can start filling this thing up. This is one that I made. This is it's like a tree, and then you got a bottle here, another bottle here. All right, so that was a little one there, and that's kind of like earthy, witch related, so we could actually set that there too if we wanted to, or wherever. There's no wrong way, guys. But let me get this thing painted up here, and then we'll look at this as a final display. So I'm going to paint this flat black first, and once that dries I'm going to go ahead and dry brush it with some dark gray and then some lighter gray just to kind of make it look like stone. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at this, and then I'm going to show you how this could be a witch set, or it could be a mad scientist set, and it's just simple changing out. I'll show you guys, sir. Hang tight, guys. And there we have it, guys. This is a little display that you can do. I just took that black, did a whole base coat with black acrylics, and then dry brushed some dark gray, and then dry brushed a little bit of white gray to give it this stone look, and I did the same thing to the pestle. Okay, and it just sits right in there. And you could put something like charcoal, like get a charcoal brisket and crumble it up and put it in there like you've been grinding up something. Another little accent, I put some sage down in there, and then just some decorations here and there, some of the little potion bottles and stuff I made, crow's feet, some of the monster bottles that I make. Putting them around there, one of those fake candles that's got the light bulb in it, just whatever you want. Okay, now this is something that you could do for a witch theme, but you could quite easily turn this into a mad scientist theme by just simply changing a few things like this. Now you got a mad scientist theme, some of like medical bottles, a microscope, a bone saw, some bottles, and gauge over there, just something that's how easy you could use this for multiple things. You can even, if you so choose, make some stuff and incorporate some store-bought props like this Gemmy bubbler, misting bubbler, just to bring it all together. So that's going to be it for this week, guys. I hope you go out and grab some of this stuff here and build it yourself, and love to see some photos of it. Go check me out on the Weird Kid Facebook group or the Trio of Terror Facebook group. Come and share what you've been working on. Please go check out my brothers, Keith from Cobwebs and Candlesticks and Vic Springston from Monster Misfits. Together we're building all year round. Halloween is 365 days a year for us. And please like and subscribe and hit the bell. The bell's going to notify you when I upload future videos, and there's always more to come. Alright, I'm just getting heat up. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you so much, and until next time, peace.